There was once a young man named Adil, born into a world where life was anything but fair. His family struggled to survive each day. His father worked as a laborer, earning barely enough to feed the household. His mother often went to bed hungry so her children could eat. Adil grew up watching their sacrifices, feeling the weight of poverty pressing on his shoulders. As a child, he dreamed of becoming someone important, someone who could change the lives of his parents. But reality hit him hard. He didn't have fancy clothes like the other children. He didn't have private tutors or expensive gadgets. Instead, he had torn shoes, old books passed down from others, and a fire burning in his heart. At school, teachers often told him, "You won't make it far." Some even laughed at him when he tried to answer questions. His classmates mocked him, calling him poor, useless, and hopeless. But every insult only pushed him deeper into determination. He would sit alone at night, under the dim light of a lantern, reading borrowed books, repeating to himself, "One day, they'll see." By the time he turned 18, life tested him even more. His father fell ill and could no longer work. The responsibility of the entire family fell onto Adil's young shoulders. He took up small jobs, cleaning, delivering, lifting heavy loads, anything that could bring a few coins home. Many nights, his hands bled, his body ached, and his spirit almost broke. But whenever he saw his mother smile at a warm meal or his siblings laugh, he told himself it was worth it. Still, Adil never let go of his dream. He wanted education, he wanted knowledge, and he wanted to rise above his circumstances. He saved every single penny he could, sometimes skipping meals just to keep a little money aside. He used that money to buy old, secondhand books. He studied during lunch breaks at work, during bus rides, and late into the night while everyone else slept. Years passed. He faced rejection after rejection. People told him to give up, to accept that he was born poor and would die poor. But Adil refused. He had tasted the bitterness of life, and that became his strength. Slowly, his hard work started to show. He cleared competitive exams, earning scholarships that allowed him to continue his studies. For the first time, a ray of hope entered his family's life. But his journey was far from over. At university, he again faced challenges. Surrounded by wealthy students, he felt like an outsider. They wore branded clothes, drove expensive cars, while he wore the same old shirt for years. But instead of hiding, he used it as motivation. Let them laugh, he thought, because one day I'll build a life greater than all of this. Step by step, Adil climbed the ladder of success. His knowledge, his persistence, and his relentless attitude started setting him apart. He earned internships, then job offers, and slowly his life transformed. He moved from a boy with nothing to a man with opportunities at his feet. But what made him truly powerful wasn't the money he earned, nor the position he achieved. It was the lessons life had carved into his soul. He had learned patience when the world turned its back on him. He had learned sacrifice when his family had nothing. He had learned resilience when every door seemed closed. Years later, Adil stood on a stage speaking to an audience of thousands. He shared his journey not as a tale of success, but as a message of hope. He said, "Pain can destroy you, or it can build you. Every insult, every rejection, every hardship is fuel for your fire. Don't run from your struggles. Use them, because the same storm that tries to break you can be the wind that pushes you to heights you never imagined." The crowd rose in applause, not because he was rich or famous, but because his story was theirs too. He was proof that no matter how dark your beginning, your ending can shine brighter than the sun. And as Adil walked off the stage, he remembered the boy with torn shoes and hungry nights. That boy had not been defeated. He had been forged into steel, because sometimes the greatest power a person can ever hold is the strength to turn their pain into power.